Hey everyone, welcome back to the Green Farm channel. It's Claudette and I've got a Valentine Day favor for you. This is my first video for the year of 2022. I'm happy to be back. If you haven't noticed, we've had guest YouTubers which have done an awesome job with their tutorials, and we will have more to come. I will come back throughout the year with some 3D projects sprinkled in throughout the year. This first one is going to be this cute little favor box using the Breakfast at Cheeky. She is a digital and I absolutely love her. I love anything that has to do with Breakfast at Tiffany's, Audrey Hepburn. So I was so glad that Marie came out with this digital stamps. It is available now. All these stamps and information will be in the description box down below, so you're not going to miss anything, including all the measurements and the score lines that I will be using on this project. So I have two boxes. This is actually the original box. This was actually a fluke. I accidentally cut the handle diagonally, but I liked how it turned out. The version I'm going to show you today will be this one for purposes of the video, so I don't take too long, but you actually just have to cut these sides up if you want it to be like this. But yeah, so I am going to share with you how I made these boxes, and so you can make them for Valentine's Day or any other occasion you need it for. I am using Cheeky, Breakfast at Cheeky. I did several, printed out and cut several ones, big ones and small ones with glasses. So if you notice right here on her glasses are a bit glossy. I use glossy accent for those that are interested. I really love this stuff for glasses because it just adds a little bit more to the project. So yeah, that's what I use, just in case you're wondering. And let's start with the project. So first of all, our sheet of paper, you can use any size, 8.5 or 12 by 12. You have to cut them down to 10 by 7, so it's 10 by 7. Everything will be in the description box down below. I decided, as per all my projects, to go ahead and use a pattern paper. I got this pattern paper from Etsy. I know I'm gonna get asked, and I printed it on cardstock. So I will put that information down below as well. But yeah, I prefer to use pattern paper if I can, because if I used cardstock and then pattern paper, that's just an extra step that I don't have. But some people like doing that. And if you kind of want the box to be a little bit more durable, you might want to do it that way, where you use cardstock and then add pattern paper onto it. It'll just be a little bit more thicker. So I'm not going to do that. Okay, so once again, it's 10 in width and then 7 in height, and we are going to start off by scoring at 3.5, 4 3/4, 8 1/4, and 9.5. Now, if you're using pattern paper like me, you have to be mindful of the orientation of your art on your pattern paper. So if you're using pattern paper, you could go ahead and turn it like this. Okay, turn it right, because this is going to be the top part of your box. So be mindful of that. If you're using regular pattern cardstock, no need to worry about it. All right, so then on the 7-inch side, we are going to score at 1 1/4 and then at 5. Okay, and that's it as far as scoring. Let me put this away. All right, so now we want to just go ahead and burnish the score marks. Okay, and now we're going to cut. Here is a template of how we're going to cut this out. So if you want to screenshot that, and then let's go ahead. I better look at it because I tend to forget exactly while I'm in the middle of cutting. So we want to start off with the shorter side right here. And I'm going to just do a little diagonal cut right there. Do one right here as well, and then just cut right up, because this is going to be the tab that we are going to glue to the other side of the box. Okay, and then this is the top part. The long part is the top part. We're going to get rid of this and this. So okay, and on the bottom you just want to head and cut up the score lines. Okay, and that's it. So now once you have that, before we assemble the box, I have a handle, if you can see right there. I am going to use my Stampin' Up! And these are, I believe, discontinued as far as these types. They might have the newer punch, but the ones I currently have is discontinued. And I usually like to have a little template because I am horrible when it comes to getting it in, centering this. So I am going to use this. And it's easier to do this while you have your box unassembled. So I am going to probably put it here, right here. I hope that is centered. I'm not one to measure. I just usually eyeball it, and usually if I'm not doing this on video, I don't even do this stuff. I'm horrible at really trying to get this centered in real life. Okay, so it's a little crooked, but you know, you get the gist. And then so what I like to do is I like to line this up right there. And then, let me do this. So I'm going to glue this one I just cut up. Line these two flaps and then put that back in. Okay, then I'm going to, so basically I line this up, put the oval in it, and it's not very good. Line this up, add that in, and then, oh my goodness, I'm doing a horrible job. Okay, that's good enough. And then I'm going to use my cutter. There you go. So that's done, and then all we have to do now is adhere the box together. So let's do the flap first. I wonder if this is, oops. All right, and since the tab is right here, that's going to be the back of my box. And I will glue this section okay, and then just go ahead and pinch those together. I don't know. Okay, I do have a little clip. You could probably buy these like at Hobby Lobby. and maybe Michael's. I think this is Hobby Lobby. Or sometimes the dollar spot at Target. So, okay. So once that's done, I am going to, these are some of the greetings that came with the digital set, and I am going to just use one of these. Let's see. And I sized it up to my oval punch. And we will use this one right here. Okay, and then I'm going to use my leftover scraps from last time and then use the corresponding scallop oval punch. Just so that there's some contrast in my paper. Where did it go? Right, and then I will use one of these. I will go ahead and use this cutie right here. She's holding a gift. Now all these elements that are on these cheeky are part of the digital, and I went ahead and made them just a little bit different. Like this one doesn't have a hat and it's just carrying her purse. There's also champagne glass that she could hold, and her little cigarette, that little holder. I don't know what that's called, but the stamp set is just, it has a lot of cute elements that go perfectly well with the breakfast at Cheeky theme, if you know what I'm talking about. So I now want to raise her up, and one of the cheapest ways that I found to do that is, if you haven't seen any of my other videos, is to use foam sheets. So I just get this at Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I don't remember which one. I probably got them at both. This one has adhesive on one side. So let me just add this on. They're really inexpensive, and you get a whole pack of them, and you can use them in so many different ways. I just love using these for, instead of getting the 3M foam tape, because that's really expensive, I like to use this one instead. So maybe one more. And then I want to adhere this one on foam as well. So go ahead and do this. I'm going to do that and that like that. Okay. And then since only one side is has adhesive, I'm going to use my glue. And just put a little. So keep in mind, when you use glue on this, it's going to take a little bit longer to dry. So you want to just leave her sitting there for a few before you move her around, because it will come off. And there you go. So this would be super cute for, this box would be super cute for Valentine's Day. You don't have to use Cheeky, and if you do decide to use Cheeky, you could color her in red, and that would be super cute, and then have your designer paper as a Valentine designer paper to use. So yeah, I really love how this turned out. I love the image, and I'm so glad Marie came out with it. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick and simple tutorial. You know, I like to give you guys really simple tutorials to recreate, and if you guys do this, please make sure to tag us on Instagram or post it on our Facebook fan page. All the links will be in the description box down below. So I hope you enjoyed this video and this tutorial. Before I forget, if you don't have an oval punch. You could also use a circle punch for it, you know, just to have a little handle. And you don't also need to use this. You could put like Velcro on here or a binder clip, whatever works for you guys. You could also just tie a ribbon on top of here as well. So yeah, that is my project share with you today, and I hope to see you guys creating this box. And have a great week, everyone. I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.